Hello, and welcome back to our Marvel Snap Let's Playthrough of a fresh account for the global launch. In the last part, we unlocked a new card that we put into our deck, Nightcrawler, and we unlocked rank 11 on the ladder, which allows us to start snapping, which is going to start making the games a little bit more interesting. We're going to try to unlock the remaining guaranteed cards in the collection level here, and then we're going to get to building the deck that we're going to start using as we progress towards the mystery cards from Pool 1. Let's hop into it. Starting with Shocker. Oh, here, we'll get our cube tutorial. So we can now lose cubes, but we can also gain cubes. This mechanic makes things interesting, where if you think you're going to win, you can snap and double the stakes, but if you lose double the cubes. So it becomes a mind game with your opponent. You're able to retreat to avoid losing the cubes if it doesn't look like you have a chance to win, and by getting large cube swings, you can move through the ladder much more quickly on your road to infinite rank. We don't have an early cost play here, so let's start. They already have Squirrel Girl out of Pool 1, and with Quicksilver not in our deck, we did not have an early play, because we seem to have drawn all of our expensive cards. Now, in theory, they should want to play into Moore Island, so hopefully we can get some Star-Lord value here. Not only will he get a +1 from the location, we have the chance to get +3. See how that goes for us. Nope. At least neither of us get the Star-Lord bonus. We should draw a 3-cost card, yes. Okay. The Punisher is an ongoing card. As much as I would like to get the +1 from Moore Island, we're already going to be getting quite a big buff from Onslaught Citadel. Let's go with the Punisher there. Another Guardians of the Galaxy card group. Since we didn't play into that lane, we do not give them a buff. Now the Avengers compound makes us have to play cards there on turn 5. So we'll probably go with the Abomination. This is a perfect time to get Jessica Jones down. We won't even be able to play into this location next turn. So she'll get the +4 additional power. And they went with a Thing, but Jessica Jones is just a little bit bigger. So again, win or lose, the cubes get doubled. If you think you'll lose, retreat. But we got this. So this must be a scripted game. We're going to drop Abomination to give ourselves a bit of flexibility on the last turn. They drop a Sarah, so yeah, this is not a player at a similar collection level to us. This is most likely a scripted bot battle. So we're tied here. Iron Man is going to give us quite a lot of power in Onslaught Citadel, and we can sneak a Nightcrawler in for just a little bit more power on the left. I suppose I should have snapped. Gonna have to get back into that thought process. But we'll take our 2 cubes. Maybe we could have snuck out a few more. And as you see, if you can gain the max 8 cubes from a game, you'll rank up much quicker than just taking the 1 cube or 2 cubes at a time. We'll unlock a couple of our missions here. Pick up our Season Pass rewards. We now have access to Colossus, which is an ongoing card, which may be able to synergize with our Spectrum. We probably want to wait for the Blue Marvel, but let's see what we got going here. For now, let's just stick with what we have. The Star-Lord has more potential upside than the Colossus, and the Sentinel adding a copy to our hand, which was pretty clutch in a previous game. beats the static ability of the Colossus, saying it can't be destroyed, moved, or have its power reduced, which is relevant, just not so much for our deck right now. Alright, let's hop into another game, and remember to snap this time if we think we're doing well. Now with the Death Avatar and the name Death, this might be another scripted boss battle. We'll have to see. Subterranea just gave us a lot of rocks, which could be very detrimental to our draws. Both playing Ant-Man. You only have one card here. +5 is the effect of Atlantis. We can probably put one of our bigger cards in there, but this Subterranea is really just messing with us right now. There's not even a purpose, really, to putting these on the board right now. It'll just fill up our space. Maybe with the Ant-Man, we'll want to consider that. Oh. Or maybe, had we put our rocks, we would have got a much better swing there. Yikes. So they just snapped on us. Is it implying we should retreat? I don't think we can beat a free 12 power. This is definitely a scripted game that wants you to retreat, and with this draw order, yeah, let's just lose our 1 cube rather than 2. Their 12 power to our 0 power for free really did not give us a chance there. Let's collect our boosters. You get a reduced amount of boosters because we didn't go to turn 6. The longer the game goes, the more boosters you get at the end of the game. Let's just get right back into it. Maybe we're back to it. No, it's another bot-like setup, having the Electra avatar and the Electra name. Again, the Quicksilver not really helping us out here. Oh, squirrels everywhere. At least their board is already pretty clogged up. And we have a 2, 3, 4, 5 curve going on here, so we might not need the Sentinel. Let's take Medusa, get that extra +1 power from playing her in the center location. Okay, yeah. This is a game where they want us to snap. 5 power. Oh, yeah. They are losing. So let's press our advantage. Let's snap on them. We're going to play Mr. Fantastic to Central Park, get some power into the left and right with these locations that don't benefit you from playing a card because they have negative power. Their Cyclops is going to be only 2. Let's drop Jessica Jones here. We'll put Abomination on the right next turn. Yeah, okay. Not exactly a difficult game to navigate. They can't even play an additional card on turn 6, so we don't have to either. Since we're already winning all 3 locations, we're going to take our final 4 cubes, because we snapped. If they were to have snapped as well, this would have gone up to 8, but I'll settle for 4. Make up for that 1 we lost in the previous game.
Victory.
Alright, Hawkeye is ready for an upgrade. Let's bump him up to rare and gain 2 collection levels.
3D.
The cards in this game are very nice. Alright, and now we have Wolfsbane, which gives us some things to consider. Let's pick up this mission. And, oh, we also get our weekly challenge. Gain some credits, some gold, and some season pass XP. do we want to modify the deck with our new cards here? Wolfsbane benefits us from playing out a lot of one-cost cards. Let's play around. Let's put in all of our ones. All of them? We'll start with all of them. And then we're gonna want Wolfsbane to benefit filled up lanes. And then let's toss in some ongoing cards. And let's give Spectrum a try here. Our other ongoing cards are all at 3. In this style of list, I think we're going to want the larger power in an individual lane over the Mr. Fantastic. And an extra 2-cost play would be good. Although we can just play multiple 1-cost cards. And we can play 1-cost cards with a 3-cost card on turn 4 if we don't draw the Khazar. Let's see how this goes. I'll just give this a quick name. So we can differentiate our decks on the main screen. And we'll see if changing it up helps. There's a little bit more to think about, but I think our linear game plan becomes more complicated. Alright, so we want to fill Mojo World. Let's just toss our Quicksilver into there. Hawkeye's an interesting play there. We won't be able to play anything in there on turn 6. Let's go with... We're going to play the Punisher into the vault. We can try and fill up this lane first. We're very likely to draw other smaller cards. Let's compete on the vault, since we can play Wolfsbane on turn 5 on a full board, and we don't get punished by having a lane filled early. Oh, they get us with the Star-Lord, though. If I was them, I might snap. Okay, I guess the Punisher is not going to the vault. But at least their Medusa doesn't get a buff. So let's Mr. Fantastic. If we play Wolfsbane and a 1-drop on turn 4, on turn 5, we are not going to be able to fill Mojo World. Let's not worry about the vault anymore. We're pretty far behind on power there. Let's just make sure we've got our cards into Mojo World. They just passed. Oh, and then we have an Iron Man. So we can Wolfsbane here. If we Iron Man, this will be 6 power, but we can give each of them +2, which would bring us up to 10, 20 power, and if they commit more resources... Okay, so I think that's our line. Iron Man to Sakaar, Spectrum to Mojo World. Okay, they have a Punisher of their own. And they just snapped on us. Interesting. Let's drop Iron Man. We could sneak the vault away with Iron Man into the vault. Because Mr. Fantastic's putting power into here, that would give us 6 power once we played Spectrum. Now give us 10, 20. They're not going to be able to push 8 into here. Let's sneak the vault away with this Iron Man play. Iron Man, unless they can drop 3 other cards, isn't going to do it for them. They have 4 cards. Can they play 3 of them? I guess we will find out. Do I snap back? Ah, no guts, no glory. Yeah, no. That is not gonna do it. So we get the full 8 cubes there. Do a quick rank up. Kazar gets an upgrade. And we get the White Tiger. On reveal, add a 7 power Tiger to another location. This will combo well with the next card that we unlock, Odin. But for now, let's keep giving our Spectrum deck a try here. Pick up our 300 credits, and completed a mission as well. Win with Spectrum starting in your deck. Oh, so we're actually already ahead on this. We were heads up and already had put Spectrum in our deck. Let's pick up our Colossus avatar and get back to games. Mateus or Matthias, are you a bot? Cards with no abilities. I don't know if we have any of those anymore. I think we've taken them all out, so Washington, D.C. is not super beneficial for us. Let's maybe go blind into the middle location. Spectrum and Iron Man are going to be our endgame plan. Mr. Fantastic will likely go into the middle on turn 3. Definitely. Let's toss Nightcrawler down anywhere. He can move once per game, so we'll be able to reposition him as necessary. So Mr. Fantastic and Iron Man is about all we're going to need in Onslaught Citadel. They have a Domino from Pool 1. Always draw this card on turn 2 and not before. Similar to Quicksilver, but a little more power. 4, 5, and 6 cost cards can't be played to the big house. I think that's okay. So far, they don't have any cards without abilities either, so I'm less afraid of Washington, D.C. Plus, we'll be able to push 4 power into both of these thanks to the doubled Mr. Fantastic. Ooh, and their Star-Lord gets played there. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So we do Colossus and Ant-Man into Washington, D.C. We'll be able to cap that lane out on turn 6 with our Spectrum, which will give our Ant-Man a huge buff. And we'll be able to drop Iron Man into Onslaught Citadel on turn 5. Plus, we're threatening the big house with no cards in it. And they just pass. What is in their hand? Alright, so Iron Man into Onslaught Citadel. Spider Woman, oh. On reveal, afflict all enemy cards here with -1 power. That's really detrimental for our Iron Man. Alright, so if we Spectrum, we'll give 2 power back to here. So we'll have 3, 4, 5, doubled to 10, doubled to 20. If they have an Iron Man of their own, we'll lose. Is there anything better we can do? Spectrum would be 4 power. This would be 7 power. 11 to 22. That could win us. And Punisher is going to be at least... Oh, plus we're winning the big house. Okay, yeah, let's... Sorry, Spectrum. Let's just spread our power. Put more power into the Onslaught Citadel to double with Iron Man. The Punisher will finish off this location to give us our Ant-Man boost, and the Punisher will gain +3 from the existing cards in that location. Oh. We probably should have snapped when we are confident at our end game plan there. Ooh, they have a Bishop. When you play a card, this gains 1 power. Very good card if you have a lot of cards that you can play. Probably could have snuck a couple of extra cubes out there. Gain a collection level. Getting close to the Odin. And that should have been our 2 games with Spectrum. Completing Chapter 1 of the recruit season. Gaining us quite a few rewards here. We're going to get some random boosters to our Spectrum. A new card back. And Ironheart, another on-reveal card that's going to synergize with our Odin that we are soon to get. Give your other friendly cards +2 power. Not a lot of power herself, but it spreads 6 power onto the board, which can be pretty useful. Okay, and we can actually upgrade the Spectrum again immediately, thanks to the boosters we received. So let's go ahead and do that. This will unlock Odin, but maybe we give Spectrum a little more opportunity. Nothing's asking us to use Odin yet, but I believe that is going to be one of the missions. Oh, but we should create a new deck and play a match with that new deck. Oh, they're forcing our hand. I'm sorry, Spectrum. Odin's in town. Yeah, let's equip our new card back too. You do that from this screen here. Why not? Okay. So, the signature card, Odin. Activate the on-reveal abilities of your other cards at this location. Very powerful late game play, especially if you have good on-reveal abilities. So let's start with White Tiger. On reveal, add a 7 power Tiger to another location. Being able to get a second Tiger is pretty strong. I don't think the Jessica Jones re-triggers, but she's still just a very powerful card to play. The Wolfsbane and the Ironheart are both good on reveal abilities. Same with Star-Lord and Medusa. So I think that's all the on reveal abilities I think we have access to. You can click the filter button here and actually filter the collection by the effects. We don't really care about a Sentinel coming back to our hand on the last turn. We can't play Spectrum and Odin together in the same game unless a location changes things. And Hawkeye, similar to the Jessica Jones, the on reveal is a next turn effect. So none of those are too relevant. We will want to flesh out our curve though. So let's go with the Ant-Man and the Nightcrawler. Toss in a Sentinel for good measure. Probably shouldn't leave Iron Man out of the party. And how do we want to round out this curve? Hawkeye's as much power as the Colossus, just a little bit more work. We already have a couple 3 costs, and Ironheart rewards us for having multiple bodies on the board already by turn 3. So let's add another 1 cost card here. Okay. And we should be good to go now. Pick up our avatar, just claim all the rewards. Oh yeah, we created our new deck. Complete daily missions. We only have 1 daily mission right now. We may refill just to speed up this recruit season here. If you're willing to be patient, this is all stuff you will get eventually. And since you play against players at a similar to collection level to you, speeding up doesn't really gain you an advantage. But if you want the cards now, which we do, can't hurt to spend the gold you get for free to refill your daily missions. Okay. And now we have to play a match with our new deck. So let's give Odin a spin. Again, now that we're moving away from the super basic decks, we have to think about where we're placing our cards a bit more. So with Medusa and White Tiger, we can play those both to the middle location, and Odin will be able to re-trigger them. Jessica Jones on 4 will go left or right, so that we don't interfere. Oh, okay, well, this is a game for Odin. On-reveal effects happen twice at this location. So we can actually go Hawkeye into Medusa, as we don't have a 3-cost play. Let's get the double effect of the Hawkeye. Actually, our hand is very good. Let's snap on them. I don't think they're going to be able to disrupt us. Get the double buff on the Medusa. Ooh, yeah, that was not the best use of a Wolfsbane. Let's toss Jessica Jones into here. This Wolfsbane's actually only 1 power, it's just getting the buff from Monster Metropolis, and Angela can get pretty big if they continue to invest cards there. Go with Jessica Jones there, White Tiger into Kumartaj, and then Odin to just get things ridiculous. Odin is going to re-trigger our on-reveal abilities, and on-reveal effects happen twice, so Odin's going to trigger twice. So this game is over. So if you don't play a card here, she gets the buff, and White Tiger adds a 7-power Tiger. So even if our Tiger goes over into Monster Metropolis, we're not going to lose the buff on our Jessica Jones. And she triggered first, since effects trigger from left to right. Yeah. Xandar got pretty big. But I do not see how they can beat us here. We've already snapped. They're unlikely to snap since we're already winning 2 locations. But let's let the fireworks fly. We're going to get a lot of tigers and a lot of power into this lane. We'll likely actually get both of these locations over 20 for one of our daily missions. So yeah, so the Hawkeye's on reveal effect triggers, but since the effect doesn't happen until next turn, not a lot's happening there. But we are going to get a lot of tigers, because the Odin triggers twice, and every time these on reveals trigger, they also happen twice. So we just have tigers everywhere. Not going to be enough. They got a little bit close. But we will take our 4 cubes. We almost won in Xandar too, had another tiger gone over there. Alright, so Odin already performing well, with a bit of a buff from the locations. The locations being different every game are going to make things really interesting, keep you on your toes. The synergies with your deck are not always going to line up with the location, but sometimes they do, and you have an even bigger game. And it keeps you just hitting that play button again, because every game can be so different from one another. Let's pick up our missions. This one's going to be hard to do without just doing it by accident. We'll eventually get our 4 cost cards here. And yeah, now it's asking us to win with Odin in our deck. Already done. Let's get a few more cubes. See if we pick up anything else here. Oh, we get our first variant. Variants are just alternate art versions of the cards, but there are a lot of them, and they are very nice. Ooh, we actually pick up the 8-bit Colossus. That's pretty cool. If we end up using Colossus, we'll probably go with that version. With that, we're going to wrap up part 3 of this Let's Play series. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or feedback for me, leave those in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Happy snapping!